alaikum everyone and welcome back to Bitcoin update. So the thing with Bitcoin on the daily is the following. You got the stick sandwich bearish pattern here, which is in my opinion not invalidated at the moment, because what you did is you just ended up taking people's stop losses which was placed here, and you got that spinning top right now. So we're pretty much slowly but surely making some candles that points to the other side, to the downside, of course. And another thing is, I'm looking at Bitcoin and there are some few things I'm going to tell you. So number one is that one. Number two is you're making a regular bearish divergence as well. So that's another thing that we're going to have to look after, because you're moving up. The RSI is pretty much flat like that. So that's almost like a regular bearish divergence at the moment. Another thing to talk about Bitcoin is the following. Now, if I do turn into the daily time frame, and I'm just going to remove the EMAs, then the following is important to know. And before we even talk about $37,000 being met, I just noticed that there's one big level of resistance at this area that you're trying to break out of, or you're potentially breaking out or not. But I'm just going to show you, it looks something like that, okay? And unfortunately, this is a resistance point and you're still not quite breaking out of it. Now, it's actually valid because you got one touch here, you got the second touch there, and this is your third touch right over here. So this is a perfect trend line, okay? And that's a resistance as well. Now, I've been looking at so many altcoins, and those altcoins are also at the top. One of them is being XEN, and XEN is also at the very, very same resistance as Bitcoin is right now. If you look at XEN right there, you do have this resistance, and resistance right over here. Another coin that I can even say is Mask as well. So if you look at Mask, it has the very, very same place of resistance. So you can see 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is a place where pretty much all the altcoins are going, and they're trying to break out of. Now, of course, this is a resistance. If you can break out of it, then that will be amazing, and we can start to move even higher. Now, the weekly is about to close, and I'm going to go into the weekly time frame at the moment. And if you look at the weekly, I do remember about the TriStar. So let me talk about the weekly very, very quickly. There's something rather important as well. And if you look, you have 1 day, 1 hour to close the weekly. Now, in the next 1 day, 1 hour, how you close is going to be quite important. And it is going to be very, very important. Because if you end up looking at Bitcoin coming down and close inside the parallel channel that I showed you previously, and that also means that if Bitcoin ends up coming down towards $27,900 or $800 and close the weekly below this price level, then you potentially are going to have a trouble. Then that's going to be just nothing more than a wick to the upside, and take a stop loss here to be rejected, and then also go to the downside. Oh my goodness. All right, the game just opened up. So one of my friends started playing, such an idiot. All right, let's go back. So here we are. And looking at this, if you end up coming inside here, then you probably are going to go and fall even lower. And the next level of support that is going to be, you're going to have down at $26,500 as well. So if I go back to the 4 hour time frame here, you do have this parallel channel, which of course you've never backtested or retested anything. And it could be the time. I'm just going to extend this parallel channel, and let's see if you can actually drop down during Sunday maybe. And then if you backtest this, that will be amazing. If you end up coming inside here, going down and all the stuff, that will be bad. Because if you look, one more thing, if you look at the daily time frame as well, then you can come down here, and that will also be a retest of the EMAs. So if you come down and retest here, that will be only retesting the 10 and the 20. And then if you end up losing the 10 and the 20, and if you end up losing the 55 as well, that's going to be a very big problem. That's where we might end up trying to come down and tackle 20,000 CME gap as well. So that's pretty much it for this update. I'm going to see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.